Hey Steve, other than being famous black comedians, what do Richard Pryor, Chris Rock, and Jamie Foxx all have in common?
Well, that's too easy. All three of them credit the great Redd Foxx as a major influence on their stand-up careers.
My great-great-grandfather, one of the first black politicians in Mississippi. He ran for the border.
I'm Randy Hodgins.
And I'm Steve McClellan, and this week we salute the godfather of raunchy party records, who broke long-standing taboos by joking about everything from sex to color barriers. Born in St. Louis in 1922, John Elroy Sanford's ruddy complexion earned him the nickname Red, and he later picked up the surname Fox after famous first baseman Jimmy Foxx.
Redd began his comedy career on the Chitlin circuit of black theaters and nightclubs, teaming with his friend and fellow comic Slappy White. With encouragement from Dinah Washington, Fox headed to Los Angeles, where he was offered a recording deal with the Dutone record label, which would lead to over 50 comedy albums. Here's Redd from his first album, Laugh of the Party, in 1956.
Speaking of different things, folks, it's time now for me to pause to mention my sponsor. You know, I appeared here this morning through the courtesy of Flush-O, Flush-O. It's a new cough syrup. And Flush-O acts as nature's own herbs would act as a laxative. Won't do nothing for a cold, but you better not cough. Sneeze either.
As Redd's popularity grew, he became one of the first black comics to play to mostly white audiences on the Las Vegas Strip. When NBC decided to adapt the BBC sitcom Steptoe and Son for an American audience, they approached Fox about playing the irascible Fred Sanford, who operates an LA junkyard with his son Lamont.
Debuting in January 1972, the show was famous for several running gags, including calling Lamont a big dummy when he was angry, or faking a heart attack by putting his hand on his chest and saying, "I'm coming to join you, Elizabeth," referring to his late wife. Redd's show business friends were frequent guest stars, including LaWanda Page, Slappy White, Gregory Sierra, and Pat Morita.
It's fill on the roof, whatever it is. What is it?
I take you to see a movie that was the biggest hit on Broadway, and it don't mean nothing to you.
Don't mean nothing to me because I ain't Jewish.
Well, then how come it ran for about 7 years on a stage in New York, huh? What does that mean?
That means a whole lot of Jews in New York.
After 6 successful seasons, Fox abruptly quit the show, and while he tried other television shows, none could recapture the magic and ratings of Sanford and Son. Still, Redd continued to perform live and in films and television until his death in 1991.
You can find out more about Redd Foxx and all our comedy legends, including video clips and extended audio cuts, at laughtracksradio.com. Thanks for listening, and until next time, it's goodbye from me.
And it's goodbye from him. Goodbye, everybody.